you know something I want to know, guys? Just counterpunching this topic concerning David Benavidez. You know, for a while, for maybe a week or two, we've seen David Benavidez work on techniques as he prepares for, you know, a potential fight with Alexander Volchnik, you know, and we've seen that. And then all of a sudden you heard Canelo Alvarez state his price to fight David Benavidez, and then all of a sudden you didn't hear anything about him training or anything like that. You heard just back and forth. You know, listen, David Benavidez, another PBC fighter, he is an absolute beast, you know, nicknamed the Mexican Monster, right? And he has a following, okay? And he is relentless, okay? You know, and the thing is, it's like, I think Canelo is becoming an unnecessary distraction for him, because I didn't really see him do much. I mean, I follow him and I like the things that he's been working on, you know, the shoulder roll and, you know, certain defensive techniques that he's working on, because he's going to need them at a bigger weight class with bigger punches, you know, and bigger punchers. So I think it's imperative from him too. But to hear some news that is disappointing and frustrating, I don't think he should let that news deter him from training the way we've seen him train. I know those clips are all deceiving. You know, it's all out of context, okay? But at the end of the day, I just haven't seen him do what he normally does. And I would like to see more of David Benavidez work on stuff in preparation to define his own legacy. Because these fighters, believe it or not, it shouldn't all be about fighting that one guy. And it's come to that. Like, ever since Canelo Alvarez submitted himself to work with the PBC, it's like it put all of these fighters on a screeching halt. Like, everything, and a lot of them weren't fighting anyway. You know what I mean? Let's just be real. They weren't fighting anybody. And the fights that they did have, okay, is a typical PBC versus PBC fighter. And it was very mediocre, and then they want to charge the public $69, $79 to see this shit. You know, people were getting tired of that, you know, and they're waiting around with their undefeated records, and they're trying to see, you know, okay, will I get the opportunity? No, I don't want to wait. I'll wait. I'd rather wait for that fight than to fight and keep myself busy. Maybe, just maybe, that's the reason why they, you know, they've got the butts kicked and stuff like that, right? So just something just came to mind thinking about David Benavidez. I hope he's still training, you know, and focusing on Alexander Volchnik, because one thing that we know about, like, guys like Tim Tszyu and other people, even Anthony Joshua, these guys that focus on that next fighter instead of the fighter in front of them, you know, it's almost like taboo to start talking about another fighter before beating the opponent in front of you. So let's see what David does with Alexander Volchnik, okay? You guys tell me what you think about David Benavidez and his absence from visible training footage. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!